Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue today. Straight out of Fort Lee, New Jersey, I give you the famous hot dogs from Hiram. Let's get going. Hiram's has been serving up their French fried hot dogs since 1932, and I'm going to be serving them up 3 ways. We're going to kick this recipe off with their chili sauce, and a big shout out to a subscriber of mine named Mark with a C, who shared this New Jersey chili hot dog sauce with me. To the hot skillet here, we're going to add some ground beef. I'm using ground chuck, and it's 80-20. And I'm just going to keep this moving, keep chopping it up. I want the meat to be in little teeny pieces here. And this is what we're looking for. I did drain off just a little bit of the oil that was rendered out, the grease that was rendered. I have here 1/2 cup very, very finely chopped onion. This is a copycat recipe, by the way. I don't want anybody coming down on poor old Mark thinking they stole, that he stole a recipe. But it's a good recipe. It's a New Jersey recipe. I'm adding all the dry ingredients first because I want to make sure we get all the meat coated with these dry ingredients. I have here 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of ground allspice, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper. And allspice, smelling good. I could eat it just like this. Adding a little salt here. And I may add a little bit more as we go. I'll obviously test it. If it needs any more salt, I'll add it. 3 tablespoons chili powder. 8 ounces of tomato sauce, 8 ounces ketchup, 4 ounces mustard, 1 teaspoon white vinegar, 1 tablespoon brown sugar. Now what I'm going to do is simply allow this to simmer about 30 minutes or so. It's looking really good though. See you in a bit. Chili is done and it is absolutely amazing. So I've got the flat top going here on a medium heat, and I'm going to just get the buns down here. Get a very light toast on there. 3 hot dogs here. These are natural cased, and it's a pork and beef blend, and these came from my butcher. So these in here to fry. And we're going to wait till they crack. I'm going to start prepping my buns here. This is going to be for the chili cheese dog, and I'm just going to take a slice of American cheese and lay it right in here like that. All right, we have some cracks here. Now I'm not going as extreme as like the Ripper and the Ruts Huts. That's for another video. Let's go ahead and build these dogs. First off, for this chili cheese. Now we're going to build these so that the chili and cheese, obviously, they're not going ridiculously heavy on the chili. And then this is going to be chili and onions. Now for the condiments. Add a little mustard on the chili and cheese, some mustard on the chili and onions, and this will be mustard dog, some onions. And here we are, my copycat version of Hiram's roadside French fried hot dogs. And it's my duty to taste every one of these. So the first dog I am digging into is the chili cheese dog. I really dig on they just put a slice of cheese down in the bottom. It actually adds, it looks cool, but also it's, a different layer. Usually you just see the cheese on top. First thing, that you really notice, I mean, biting into it is just a texture with that natural casing. There is just such an intense snap, more than obviously normal. This chili sauce is amazing. I mean, it hits you with all sorts of different levels of spiciness. It's not real hot and spicy at all. It is enough to kind of just barely warm the inside of your mouth, but it's good. I mean, it's really, really good. Be great on a hamburger. Chili and onion. So I'm a really big fan of textures, you know, of variances of textures, but also temperatures. And the thing I like about the onion on there is it obviously provides that crunch, but it's also, you know, you're biting into this cool, crunchy thing, and then all of a sudden snapping into that really hot hot dog. So I like it. And I think what I would do is add the onions to the chili cheese. And that's the way Hiram's does it. They have all these condiments available, and they give you the basic hot dog build. So, you know, if you got a chili cheese, it would just have the cheese with the chili on it. There would be no condiments. You can add your own condiments, including, you know, relish and everything. I don't think relish goes well with chili, but boy, onions sure do. And the old standby, the mustard dog. It looks really cool, that hot dog. I mean, this is a quality hot dog. Again, butcher made. You do taste the hot dog more, obviously, with this one, because there's no chili. But I guess the question is, what should the star be? I mean, on a chili dog, it's all working together. My favorite is the chili dog and chili cheese with onions. That's where I'm going with. Boy, I'm telling you what, that chili is a keeper. That chili recipe is a keeper, and it's easy to make. Now, here's my question for anybody who's been to Hiram's. I'm a huge fan of American cheese on hamburgers, and I'm wondering, I couldn't find out what they were using there. I just kind of naturally went with American, but I'm wondering if they would have went with cheddar instead. Because I think cheddar would work better with a hot dog than the American. That's so good. I think what I'm going to do in the future is, instead of a tablespoon of brown sugar, go with like maybe 2 teaspoons. I think a tablespoon of sugar, of that brown sugar, is just a little too much. It's not what I call a really, really sweet sauce, but I think there's a little too much sweet in it. But anyway, this was fun. This was a fun video. I've never cooked a hot dog deep fried like that before, and it is really, really good. And not a whole lot of effort goes into it. You don't have to roll them around. You just let the oil do its thing. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Ring that notification bell, thumb it up if you like the video, and please give me your requests. I'm having fun with these hot dogs, and I'm learning a lot. So, see you on the next video. Airplanes flying over. Cheers. So I didn't mention it. This is a copycat, by the way. I don't want anybody coming down on Mark claiming that this is actually Hyman's.